Welcome back in YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about how to set up your own Discord server and some of the basic things you need to know to get there. Thank you for joining us over here at Wicked's Tech Lab for the first official video. If you find anything helpful in this video, make sure you comment in the bottom and let us know. If you have any projects you're working on, let us know as well. We'd like to come check them out. Like, subscribe, and put the notification bell on so you can come back and see some more videos. Everybody knows starting a Discord server is as easy as hitting the little plus button right here at the bottom of the Discord. But what people don't know is once you put in a name and a picture and you start the server up, where do you go from there? How do you get rules and roles set up so that people can see only what they want to see so they don't have to see the entire Discord? Or how do you put bots in place? Or how do you have music that can play in the Discord? And a few other things that we're going to cover, helping out streamers and non-streamers so we can have a good gaming community and a good streaming community all in one. Let's go ahead and get started on building this Discord community. On the bottom left, go ahead and hit the little plus button that says add a server. You can see there's pre-built templates here that have channels already pre-made for them for different things, but we're going to go ahead and just create our own. It's going to be for a club and community, and we're going to call it the Extravaganza. You can also upload a photo right here. Now you can see we have our photo in place, and we're going to go ahead and hit create. And now that we got the server created, you can see here on the left, we got a blank canvas to work with. We got a general text chat and a general voice chat, and a few options down here in the bottom. The first thing we're going to do from here is we're going to go in and remove all the default permissions because we want people to select roles to be able to have the permissions that they need. So we're going to go up here to our name and go to server settings, and then we're going to go to roles. Under the default permissions, you're going to go ahead and click on it, and we're going to clear permissions. This is going to turn everything off, so when they join in, they have no permissions to the channel. And then we're going to go ahead and go back, and here's where we're going to start creating a role. Now that we're under create a role, we're going to go ahead and give it the first role name. Our first role is going to be the Legends. This is going to be our VIP role. Once you got the role name picked out, you can come down and give it a special color, or even put an image in. You can also come down here and make it to where the members are displayed differently than on the member list. And then you can also make it to where people can @mention them if you have a mod team, or if you have another team that you want them to be able to @mention, you can select that one. Then we're going to go ahead and move over to the permissions tab right here at the top in the middle. Right now, while we're under the permissions, we're just going to kind of cover what's in here. There's different things of being able to view channels, manage roles. If you scroll down further, there's create invites or being able to change nicknames, banning and kicking members or timing members out, where they can send messages or start threads, being able to use attachments or reactions, and a lot of other things that are down here in the bottom. We'll be going over more of this once we actually set the rest of the Discord up, but I just wanted to let you know this is where you're going to come through to change all the permissions for each role individually since we removed them from everyone. We'll go ahead and hit the back button on the top left, and it's going to bring us back to where you can create another role. We're going to go ahead and hit create role and move on to our second one. As you can see here, we've gone through and created a bunch of different roles. We have VIP, members, our graphics design, our tech, and our vintage gaming section. Now that we have all the roles added in here, we're going to talk about permissions a little bit. I'm not going to tell you how to set your permissions up. You can do that as you please. But as you see here, my admin can do everything. They have everything selected so that they can help me out moderate the server. And then I have like my VIP. My VIP section has the ability to create invites, change nicknames, and time members out, along with all the other basic permissions. But as you see here, I do not have it set so that they can view channels. This is because I don't want them to see all the channels in the server. I want them to be able to select their roles to see the channels that they want. We're going to cover that here in a little bit, but I'm just talking about the general overall for each of your different roles. You want to make sure you have the rules assigned to that role as need be. If you look at my just regular members, you can see that they just have the options to send messages and attach files, reactions, stickers, and then be able to join into any of the voice channels. You can set these up, like I said, any way you want, any way you see fit, but this is how I have mine set up. So now we're going to talk about adding the different categories and channels. Categories are the main thumbnail and channels are underneath each of them. So in order to create new categories, if you come up here to the top and hit create category, it'll give you a new section. So we're going to have one for our tech. We're going to have one for our graphics. And we're going to have one for vintage gaming. And then underneath each of these, you'll be able to add channels. So I can create a channel and make it the general for the tech section. And that's how you go about making categories and channels. I'm going to go ahead and get ours set up. So now if you check out where we're at, we have all the different channels set up. We have the main area with the rules, how to get roles, and the announcements. We have a main room for chatting, game chat, and some extra channels. We have a self-promo channel for going live and social links. We have the Tech Lab, 2 Dope Entertainment, and NL Vintage Gaming. And then we also have some extra voice chats in the bottom. And now we're going to go through and show you how to set up permissions for all the channels and how to add the roles for the channels. Now we're going to start talking about category rules and channel rules. We use category rules in our Discord to cover most of the channels. There are a few exceptions and we'll cover those here in a little bit. But on the category, if you right click and go to edit category and then go to permissions, we're going to start here. Now for our Legends House category, we have a couple different channels and we want everybody to be able to see them. So we gave the new guy role for anybody that joins the server. This role will be automatically assigned through the bot that we're going to be showing a little bit later. And you can see that they're going to be able to view all the channels in this category. They're going to be able to add reactions in this category, and that's so they can select their roles. And then they're going to be able to read the message history so that they can see the post in order to select their role. Now, if you look under Legends House, you see that we have our rules, our get roles, and our announcements. These channels are all going to be visible with the new guy role. When you go into the rules, you'll be able to look at them. When you go to roles, you'll be able to see this post here because we gave you the read message history. You'll be able to select the roles that you want so that you can see all of the other channels. And then you're going to be able to go to the announcements to see anything new here. Once you select your roles, these other channels will appear, and we're going to be doing that here in a few minutes. Now the other option is channel role specific. So if you look in our tech channel, our graphics channel, and our vintage gaming channel, they all have multiple channels underneath them. But these categories are not going to be visible without selecting the role for each one. But how are you going to know what's in the roles? So what we did is all of the channels are going to be hidden except for the top channel. So the self-support videos, if you go into edit channel and then go to permissions, it has its own set of rules. It has the tech rules where anybody who has the tech role will be able to see them. But then there's the members role that is going to be able to view just this one specific channel. And that's so that they know that there is a channel for tech help. They're going to be able to view it and they're going to be able to read previous messages, but they won't be able to message in it, or they won't be able to do anything beyond that without actually selecting the tech role and being assigned the tech role over in the roles. Then they'll be able to chat and actually see the other ones that are underneath this. We do this so that they know that there's tech help, and then they also know that there's another role that they can go select to be able to see more. In order to let users self-serve their roles, we're going to be using the Carlbot. I'll be showing you how to download this and install it. We're going to go to carlbot.gg. I'll put the link in the description, and then we're going to go ahead and log in with Discord. Once you click login with Discord, it's going to have you authorize. Now that we're authorized, it's going to have us pick a server. We're going to be adding it to the Extravaganza because this is the one that we're setting up currently. In order to add the bot to the server, we're going to double check that we're on the correct server, and then we're going to hit continue. Next, it's going to ask you what roles you want to give the bot. We're just going to go ahead and leave everything and hit authorize at the bottom. It's going to have you verify one more time that you are a human, And now the bot is added to the server. We're going to go ahead and move forward with setting up Carlbot by hitting get started. So under the step-by-step setup for now, we've skipped general, welcome, and reaction roles. Under the moderation, we're going to let it create one for me for both of these. And then under the auto mod, we're going to turn it to off or custom currently. And go ahead and hit finish. So now that we're at the main dashboard, on the left-hand side here, we're going to come over to welcome. You can see I've already added the channel that I want the welcome message to go to, and I've added the welcome message up here and click save on both. You can also send a direct DM, a leave message when somebody leaves the server, and also a ban message if you want to set those up here. Next up, we're going to do some auto roles. We're going to go on the left-hand side, scroll down to moderation and auto roles. I made a new role called the new guy. Everybody that joins in will have this role, and that will allow them to read the announcements, the rules, and the roles page, and be able to select their own self-assigned roles. Go ahead and hit save at the bottom. In order to set up the roles and reactions, we went to our Get Roles page in the Discord, and we typed up a message. These emojis will be added from the website once you get that set up. One other thing you have to set up before we can set up the bot on the website is going into our menu at the top left and going to server settings. Go under roles. The roles right here need to be in the order of who has the most permissions to who has the least permissions. You can get these done on the left-hand side by moving them up or down above one another. I have my admin at the top, and then Carlbot, and then everybody else as it filters down. Now we're going to work on the reaction roles. On the left-hand side, if you scroll all the way down under utility, you'll see reaction roles. Go ahead and click on that page, and it's going to bring you here. We're going to go ahead and select create new role. Now that we're under create reaction role, we're going to go ahead and change this top one to use the most recent message in the channel. We're going to go use the get roles channel, and then here with the green button, you're going to add emojis. For each emoji, you're going to assign it a role. Down here in the bottom, we're going to allow the new guy to be able to select any role they want, as the new guy will be the role that everybody will have. If you have the muted role, you will be on the blacklist and not be able to select any roles whatsoever. Let's go ahead and hit create at the bottom. You will now see that it has been added right here on the list, and you can always go back and edit it on the right. While you're adjusting your roles and your self-serve roles for the selection, Discord does have a nice feature to where you can make sure that your roles are working properly. If you go to your menu at the top and go to server settings and go to roles, you can go down to your lowest role. And then you can go down to the bottom here under display and say view server as. So now that you're in this view, you can see what they would see when somebody shows up. They're automatically going to get the new guy role when they show up. These are the channels they're going to be able to see. They're going to be able to read the rules once I get them in place, but they can't type in this channel. They're going to be able to get the Get Roles channel, and they can select the emojis, but they cannot type in this channel. Once you select the emojis, it will give them the roles to the other channels. Announcements, they'll be able to read any announcements, and they can see the welcome channel. Once they join, their welcome message will be here. Then at the top, instead of having to go out and select another role and come back in, you can just hit the drop down menu and go to your next role, which is just my general members. And now you can see more channels showed up over here. You can go into the main chat and you can see that they can type. You can go in and out of all the voice chats and make sure that those are working as well. Then we can move on to our next role. You can see the new channel was added, and I have access to the channels. And you can do this so on and so forth through every single one of your roles to make sure they're all working properly before you open your channel up to everybody else. Now we're going to be adding a bot in for music. I'll link the website in the description of the YouTube video so you can get there as well. We're going to go ahead and hit invite. Then it's going to ask us to select a server. We're going to be adding it to the extravaganza, and then we're going to hit continue. Now it's going to ask us to authorize the bot. And now we have to just select I am human and authorize one more time. Now if you look, you can see the YouTube music bot has been added to the channel. Now that the bot's in the Discord, we just went ahead and made a music channel. In the music channel, I took all the commands and posted them here and pinned them along with how to use the bot. Then all you have to do is go into the voice chat and follow along. Voice chat, open the chat, /play, space, and then any song name. Once you type in the song name, the bot will move to the channel and start playing it. I'm not going to do that for copyright reasons, just for the video's sake, but that's how easy it is to use. That's going to be the end of our basics Discord video. If you want to see more videos like this one or more advanced videos, make sure you comment below. If you have anything that you're working on or any projects you're working on, make sure to share those below as well so I can come check them out and let you know what I think of your videos. Have a great day. See you back on the next one.